Hey everybody, thanks for joining today. I'm really excited to be here and make this video for you, and I really appreciate you hitting the play button and choosing to take some time here. My name is Bill Reinecke and this is MLM Science. Today we're going to look at why people hate MLM and call it a scam. And the reason I think that's important to look at is not that I want to convert people that are hating it, but I want to avoid. I want to overcome some of the things that I know based on research, and I've been doing a lot of reading and research for a long time on why people hate MLM. And I'm going to turn the camera here just a little bit because I'm going to write on the board here. And so one of the reasons that they hate MLM is because they have had a bad experience. And there's a number of reasons for those bad experiences. And one of the reasons for a bad experience is they got burned. And what I've read, and it just seems to, if you I've done this, taking a spreadsheet and you just start to kind of lay it out and do a little bit of qualitative research. People get burned because of empty promises. They get told something and they don't deliver. And then another reason they get burned is because they've put out a lot of money and they're required to buy a lot of product that they really don't have any use for. They get burned because they don't have the upline support. They kind of go through what I described in previous videos. It's kind of like blowing up the balloon, but there's a hole on the other end. You can never get it full to a place where there's any benefit. So when people get burned or they get hurt, they, instead of stepping back and going and rethinking it and asking different questions about what they could do different, it's kind of human nature. It's a scam. It doesn't work. And it didn't work for them. And I could see absolutely how they would feel that way. So I think as we're building this MLM and business and as I'm building mine, I'm thinking about why people hate MLM and why they think it's a scam. And maybe along the way I can, somebody will hear me and they'll jump on and they'll kind of watch. But it's not a scam. They call them pyramid schemes and call them illegal. And the thing about it is any good, reputable network marketing or MLM company around today is not illegal. And I'll get into that in another video, but there's a lot of considerations that you got to have for it to not be illegal. One of them is that, and most notably is that if I sponsor somebody into my program or into my downline, I'm going to make some residual income off that, but I've got to be building my business. I don't just get to sit back and have everybody just do the work and I get paid. That's a pyramid scheme. And so what happens is in any structure, any pace structure, whether it's a matrix or a binary, they're set up to where you've got to have certain performance requirements in order to continue to reap the benefits of your group that you're a part of, the group you're a part of. And so the way it's set up is that you could very, very easily come in and exceed me income-wise with the organization that you built. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And I like that. It's an opportunity to really get paid proportionally to what you're worth. And so people that have had a bad experience and gotten burned for any number of those reasons that I've mentioned, if you go and the internet has more articles, more blogs than those about how to build it, because the stuff out there on how to build an MLM is kind of outdated. And so it's the same stuff. It's go talk to your friends and family, make a list, have a party, go to an event, go to a hotel meeting, just all these things that worked back in the 50s, but that doesn't work today. And I could have invite 100 people to come over my house, and they'd rather, IM me on Facebook, then come over for a party. So, and nowadays, you know, if you say, hey, you want to come over for a party, you know, it's like they want to know about it, and then you don't want to tell them, and then they really get suspicious, and relationships get hurt, which was another thing that that people talked about that got burned and got hurt, that it hurt relationships. I've had relationships, I have had friendships that, you know, dissolved over my insistence on getting them into the business because they needed it. Well, they didn't need it because they didn't want it. And so part of the attitude we've got to have is that, and that I'm definitely have embraced, is that I don't want everybody to come and join, you know, this downline. And so I'm definitely, and I'm saying that right now, and I just, you know, have really started this, and I don't have anybody sponsored yet, and that could be changing here pretty quick. But you know, I want people that are that I can learn from, I can teach what I know, and we can grow together. I want people that are successful, people that don't have a bad experience, instead they have an amazing experience. And when they go talk about that and why it was amazing and how come it was amazing and what made it amazing, then I think we're really going to see some changes. The industry is out there, it's growing. Another thing that I read, and I got it written down in my notes, I could probably recall it if you send me a note and you want to know specifically, but the MLM industry is not shrinking, it's actually growing. And so that's a good thing. And so it's a great thing in this, and you know, and things grow in these kind of environments. So it's an amazing opportunity to be able to grow a business and have so little overhead, have amazing customer service, have an amazing product, have you know, it delivered to people's doors, so I don't ever have to touch it. I don't have to worry about processing somebody's credit card. I don't have to keep records of what other people are doing. And all I've got to do is just be a support, teach, and build the organization that I'm a part of. You know, and I hate to say people are under me, because I don't like that. I like to really kind of look at it as I'm working with people. I don't know it all, and if I get to a place when I get to a place where I've got, you know, I don't know, thousands of people in the group that I've helped come in, I'm not going to be above anybody. And and I think that's part of the mindset too. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. I'm really pushing for an amazing experience. And you know, it's good to know why people hate MLM and think it's a scam, because we don't want to duplicate those things. We want to stop it and start creating good experiences. So that's what I've been focusing on today, and I hope that was helpful. Please like this video and hit the bell over there, so you can be notified when the next video comes out. I'm publishing them pretty rapidly today, or pretty frequently, I should say. Not all today. And also please subscribe, and I'll be back again tomorrow. And until then, God bless you, and here's to your success.